G'day folks, Jaden Dratt here with the Farm Trader magazine. Here we are at Hawke Dairies in the sunny Hawke's Bay, a 1300 cow split calving operation, and behind me is the 3101 feeder from Strautmann. That is combined with their Magnon loader wagon, and in front of me here is the 22mm cut. This is evidence of lucerne we just chopped with the Magnon, and it's going into the mixer and straight to the cows. This has plenty of cool features. Let's go and check them out. If we start around the front, there's plenty of drawbar options. This has a ring hitch, although a K80 bull, for example, is another option. We then move back to our ladder hitch here. So again, this moves up and down depending on, so you can get the drawbar height and the mixer wagon height perfect so that they sit nice and level. That means that you get even mix as well as it's not boiling over. If it's slightly pitched back, it moves to the back, etc. We've then got a standard Waltershire drive shaft here, which is a wide angle. And then if we move up to here to our scale, so this is the PTM, this particular version, we've got 3 scale options. So we've got this one, we've then also got the wireless option, so that then if you've got an Android phone, you can put that in the loader tractor, for example. And then we've got the Gucci option, which is complete feed inventory, right? So that is, it takes it away. Say you've got 30 tonne of palm kernel, for example, and you're feeding out 1 tonne per load, it will count it back from your feed inventory, and then you'll also have proofs of placement or the feed that you've fed to your herd, plus you then know either how much maize silage you've got in the stack, for example, or when you need to reorder your palm kernel. So that's a really cool feature, which is unique to Strautmann. In terms of functionality, so this one has the rear steering is on one spool, and then the other spool is just flow and return, and that goes to the electro-hydraulic control box. So that does side feed in and out, doors, example, so that's all takes care of that. So if we now move back to the front conveyor on this particular model, so this is both left and right, so it side shifts either way, and then you've also got the front door. Plenty of door options, so you can either have front and rear. So this one has the front and rear. You can then get left side, right side, chute that just falls down onto the floor for a barn, for example, or you can get 3 different elevator sizes, plus then a larger, which is indent only, which is a larger fold up elevator if you're feeding over really high troughs, for example. You can also get another one here which goes on the end, which is in more of a V shape, again, which is perfect if you're feeding in the paddock, for example. You can feed under the fence line or up over rails, so that's kind of cool. One of the benefits here of it coming straight out of the front is you do get a lot less pulsing, like it comes around the auger and comes straight out onto the conveyor, and as you can see in the barn, there was a nice even feed distribution for the cattle. If we now look at the model sizes themselves, so this is the 3101, which is actually the largest of the twin auger, twin axle model, and that actually represents the highest of that particular model range. So this same machine can be the 25 cubic metre option, which is just up to the top of the ring itself. That then it moves up to the 28 cube once you add the half ring extension on top of that, and then this all the way up to the 31. So 25 standard, 180mm ring is the 28 cube, and then the 360mm ring is the 31 cube here. It also, on all of those, so it just steps down, obviously, you have an inner hay ring, which stops when you're feeding that real bulky feed, it stops it boiling over, so that's pretty cool. One of the beauties is this is something that we prepared earlier, which is the rear door, which does give us a really cool insight into the auger itself. 2 options, the 15mm or the 20mm in terms of auger thickness itself. Then you can also spec the inner door, which is a stainless steel plating, which essentially just sits around the outer edge of the auger, and that just really extends the life of the auger itself. Then you can also have, it's not quite halfway, but you can have a stainless ring around the base of the mixing tub itself. That again extends wear, which is fantastic for the likes of sugar beet or fodder beet, where you're dragging it out often a few stones and can become quite abrasive, so that's a really cool option. Another cool thing about the augers themselves is not only do they boil, but they also roll the feed up as it goes up, with the mixing process. So it actually sort of rolls it up and boils it at the same time, which is great for consistent feeding. The other cool option which this has is if you feed a lot of bales, it's not quite a right angle, but it has an angled knife at the top, which When you're feeding bales, particularly really bulky hay or dry baleage or straw, it has a tendency to kind of just go around and around and around the outside of the ring. So what this does is it actually cuts it this way, as well as the knives are going this way, and that allows it to drag it off the walls, and again gives you faster mixing and better mix quality. If we now look at the top 5 reasons why you should consider a Strautmann Verti Mix mixer wagon, for me it starts with the build quality. The Germans are well renowned for building high quality machines, and this is no exception to that. We just then look at number 2, which is the augers. I talked about the boiling effect, so the boiling effect of the auger plus the rolling effect as it goes up that auger, as well as the bale knife, which makes that really bulky product quick and easy to mix, is a real pro. We then look at the conveyor options. So this one, we've got the front conveyor. It moves left, right, and also from the front door, we don't get that pulsing, so we get a nice even stream of feed. There's plenty of options too. We've got right door, left door, rear door, drop down, elevators, plenty of options. The options don't stop at the conveyor though. We then look at the scales. All the way from the PTM option we have here, through to the wireless in the tractor cab, then all the way to the complete feed management, where it's taking both the inventory that you feed to the cattle and that away from the stocks in the bunker. We then look at the bin itself. So this is a 25 cube essentially as a base machine. We then add the 180 mil, that gives us a 28 cube, and then we add the 360 mil, and that gives us the 31 cube. So essentially you buy the base machine, then if your herd or the farm increases or the herd increases, you can then add 1 or 2 extensions and you're away. You don't need to actually do the base machine itself. So that is sort of future-proofing the business. Check out the upcoming review in the winter issue of the Farm Trader magazine. That's going to be the Field Days issue. There's plenty to like in this one, folks, so come and check it out. You also can check out the YouTube channel and the website, where all of these fantastic videos are going to be of the Verti Mix as well as the Magnon we tested today. And keep an eye on the socials for what we're up to.